But speaking of Ukraine, Greg, I don't like the look of this at all either. Meanwhile, China's dictator, Xi Jinping, he is flying tonight to Russia to meet President Vladimir Putin there. They haven't met there for I don't know when. And Putin has, of course, just been indicted as a war criminal by the International Criminal Court over his invasion of Ukraine. What is this meeting about?
Well, Andrew, this is a really significant meeting. So Xi Jinping describes Putin, who is certainly a war criminal, as his best friend internationally. And he says that Russia and China have a partnership without limits. Now, China produced a kind of ridiculous peace plan recently, which would allow Russia to keep all of its gains and not have to give up anything, and which would all of the territory it's conquered in Ukraine, and which would freeze the conflict in place, which would mean Putin would stop losing troops and money and lift all sanctions on Russia. Fantastic deal for the Russians. I think what this trip is about, Xi Jinping is kind of pretending that he's trying to broker a peace, but really this is Xi Jinping just visiting one of his client states. Russia has become now totally dependent on China. There's a great bromance between these two guys. They're both one-man dictators in vast nuclear powers with thousands and thousands of nuclear weapons between them. It's an incredibly dangerous moment for the world. The chance of getting Putin to back down is much less because he has Chinese backing. And the Chinese will play ducks and drakes with the Americans here and there, but they are not going to abandon Putin. And if they can, they will prevent him from losing definitively. So this sort of Chinese empire of influence, embracing Russia and Iran and North Korea, it's a very, very dangerous world that it creates.
Well, Greg, you're so right. And besides, the war has worked out fairly. I mean, China would rather Russia have won, but it's worked out pretty well because it's made Russia now a client state, as you say, or a vassal state, just a vast repository of oil and gas and all that's now being shipped at bargain basement prices to China. It's brilliant. And coal and the whole lot. It's great for them. Greg Sheridan, thank you so much for your time.